Welcome to Amazing Home Hacks. For today's project, I'm going to repurpose these two old metal plant stands into a couple of functional side tables for a small deck. The first step is to give them a coat of paint. I'm using a flat black outdoor spray paint. Then I'll use my table saw to turn a couple of square pieces of plywood into two perfect circles to be the tops for these tables. Find the center of the squares and drill a small hole right through the boards. To transform these squares into circles, I will use this base that I made. It slides across the surface of the table, guided by the groove that the miter gauge rides along in. Then I'll put a nail that is as far away from the saw blade as half the width of the tabletop I want to make. The hole I drilled in the center of the square boards is lined up with the nail I installed, and now the tabletop board will swivel freely. Then I turn on the saw and begin cutting off corners, rotating the board in order to continuously expose corners that need to be trimmed off. It becomes a circle and will freely rotate past the saw blade, resulting in a perfect circle. A quick sand smooths out the edges. I want to plug that pilot hole I drilled, and the fastest and cheapest way is to add a bit of sawdust to a few drops of wood glue and make a filler paste that fills in any holes or other imperfections. Once dry, a few passes with a sander, and it's ready for a paint job. I'm using a mineral paint. It's similar to chalk paint in that it's easy to brush on, it dries quickly, and is good outdoors or inside. You can use any suitable paint that you like. Now I want to add a design to the tabletop, and I'm using a Cricut machine for this. But you can add a design any way you like, or not add any design at all. The design is permanently attached to the tabletop using a heat press. And then the tabletop is attached to the base with a couple of screws. The last step is a couple of coats of clear sealant to add an additional layer of protection. And there it is, a couple of plant stands are now the perfect addition to this deck. I hope you found this helpful, and invite you to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications. Thanks for watching Amazing Home Hacks.